she's back. We're just jamming a little bit, and she's also gonna be singing on the new album, so that's exciting. I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about your approach in regards to vocals soloing. Like, I mean, like an instrument basically, and like how you think about it, and again, just your thoughts.
So for me, I don't really see myself, when I'm improvising, I don't see myself as a vocalist, I just see myself as an instrument. So having that sort of liberation means I can like draw inspiration from anywhere. So I'll just listen to everything, anything, transcribe it, sing it, annoy everyone in my life with it.
Great.
And find a way to incorporate it into music. But I just...
Wait, and sorry, I want to pause on that. So like you were saying, transcribe it and mess around with it and find a way to incorporate it. So can you like give me a specific example of like something that you're right now messing around with, or like what's the process of like checking out something, or how are you listening? Like everybody's doing it differently, you know?
Yeah.
Like, are you looping it and then singing, or you're just like, what? Yeah.
I've been transcribing a lot of like bebop lately, because what I really wanted to focus on was, as a singer, I wanted to be able to improvise out of harmony, like being able to sidestep in and out of harmony instead of having to stick to sort of more normal chord tones. But a good way to do that was transcribing. Like there's an example in Scrabble from the Apple. There's a Parker transcription that's obviously recorded as not transcription. I did transcription. And he sidesteps, I can't remember where it is, towards the end of the head he sidesteps into a different key. And that is really fascinating to me, because as like an instrument that isn't pitched, it has to be like a combination of muscle memory and like your muscle memory and your brain has to like sync up and go, all right, this is where it's going to be, deliver. And it just takes a lot of trial and error.
For sure. I mean, I think for me, as an instrumentalist, I mean, it's kind of easy to shift keys, and a lot of times when we, we'll play like the blues or whatever it is, so there are those anchor points in the song, and then we'll like, kind of like create a different path, and you're doing it as well. We're just jamming, and you were totally doing it. But I mean, like thinking about it, it's just much harder with no buttons, like you're saying, So that's like, you gotta really hear the different center that you're going to, and like figure the.
It's fun. It's really fun though. It's hard, but it's worth it. It's worth plugging away at it. That's something I've definitely been practicing.
So tell me more, like just, I'm sorry, I'm like drilling you, but just
go.
But just like, I just want to get like more specific. So okay, you're checking out like some bebop stuff, like something specific, like what exactly, like solo or something that, and then again, how are you implementing that? Like, what's the process?
I don't specifically I don't take all the content from a transcription and go, all right, I'm going to work all of this stuff into a solo. Instead, I treat myself as a sponge. So I will transcribe and just let it all soak in, and then in the moment, I'm not thinking like, oh, I think I might try that line. Like only very rarely I'll be like, oh, I've been practicing this fourth thing, I wonder if I can land it over a 2-5-1. But usually what I'll do is I just let my mind kind of switch off, and then essentially like mentally I'll wrench the sponge. So it's like whatever comes out, and it'll be an amalgamation of everything I've transcribed.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think the same way about transcribing solo. Like, I never try to like play the solo. I just try to absorb the information. And the way I see it, again, is exactly that.
It's like borrowing lines.
Yeah, it's like, I guess like when we transcribe it, we're kind of being more sensitive to the colors of whatever chord or change, right? So it's like you're playing this like, and you're transcribing this guy who's doing. Right, so you're like, oh, okay, now you understand where it is, you understand theoretically what's the note, but then you're like, after you're doing it enough times, you're like, oh, I really hear that whatever, sig, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's that relationship between something you don't know and then trying to figure it out, and then like not necessarily playing the line, but just like being sensitive to that color.
Yeah, it's definitely like, improvising it's so important to be able to hear what's going on. The more you hear, the more you listen, the more you'll be able to hear in your head. Like, so you can have that inner monologue of like, oh, the changes are going here.
Right.
I'll be able to hear where I'm going and whether I can lead to where I want to go.
Yeah.
In the moment. Sometimes.
Yes.
Depends if I've had my snacks.
Wait, is there anything you want to tell us that you're playing this week, next week? Are there any gigs coming up like very soon?
I just done a gig.
She just played at Berlin
Just
with
played at
your
Berlin.
debut Berlin
It
gig.
was my first, yes, it's true, my first ever Berlin gig. Yeah, that was really fun. But yeah, stay tuned for some more dates.
Alright, and you're also, I mean, she's also in the process of recording an album in the summer, so, you know, keep your eyes and ears open for when it's dropping. I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste. And I'll see you very, very soon. Alright, thanks guys.
Except for a dream or two, but then I count my sheep. Funny how she can land in the sleep, so I should let up say I should care, but it just doesn't get me. Maybe I won't find someone that's loveless. I should care, and I do.
Actually, that's kind of
It's
cool.
great. I like
Yeah.
I was like, what is that? That's great.